Hello, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Today we are starting our second season's Let's Play series. This one is obviously on Coldbourgh Park Farm, the new version 3, the one that was just recently done. So basically it's a whole new game save. We don't have our cows anymore, so now we need to start the whole racket from scratch. We start off with a few decent pieces of gear. We will upgrade and trade a few little different parts. And, well, we'll make it our own adventure. We'll do the seasons right from start to finish. I logged in to make sure that everything was good. Oh, I see they enabled the nuggets. Oh, wish I wouldn't have found that. That's just like a moth to the flame. I have to, as soon as I see it, I gotta go find them. Must find nuggets. Must find nuggets. Okay, anyway, we can burn the whole day doing that. Come on, jump it, bud. There you go. See, look at this. It's stronger than me. Must find nuggets. Anyway, okay, perfect. Enough foolishness. When I dropped off here, we were just kind of in the field. And, yeah. So look, we got to get this fella plowed so we can get our crop in the ground. So like every other start of the seasons, pretty much got to plow like a madman to start prepping your stuff to get stuff in the dirt. We don't have to hurry too badly because it's only 4 degrees, and that's still too cold to plant at this time. Yeah, see, minimum 5 degrees. The only thing we can plant right now would be grass. Everything else needs 5, 7, 10, and 7. So needless to say, we got a long ways to go, and the plow's not exactly the biggest. I may try to trade it for something a little bigger, just to make the plowing go a little faster. A little rough here. Not sure why my guy went off path like that, but you know, we'll get her cleaned up. We always do. So I plan to stream for about an hour and a half is my plan. So probably an hour and a half we can get quite a bit of plowing done and start prepping here. 9 is probably one of our biggest fields anyway. 2 is a little smaller, still fairly large, but I'm way off the beaten path here. I'm too much busy looking at my map. It's going to make a mess. So 8 is right in front of us. So that's a decent size. 5's pretty small. So. Yeah, it's quite a mess in this field. Clean this up, I guess. And the work begins. Plow, plow, plow. The thing is, before, you could get away without plowing, just so you can get a crop in the ground, just cultivate. But now with the seasons, you pretty well, you got time to kill basically, because this is basically day one of Coldbourgh Park. We're 9:30 in the morning, so I just barely turned it on enough to get this kind of started here. And as we can, we'll start trading out our tractors, a little more modern stuff and different stuff. I may as well clean this while I'm sitting here. And up we go again. I just thought I'd break this one up into little sections here. Let's see if we could get a system flowing here. Because realistically, I haven't worked very long and I already got this much plowed, so in theory it should go quite well. I think I'm just going to hold my line here and try to square it up here again. So as you can see, I'm really off the path here. I wonder if there's an affordable, larger plow that I can use. So I must have, yes, what I have here, which is a 2 meter. You don't have the power for that. .5. Could run that. 1.9. 2. 5, yeah, that's you're getting into this big heavy stuff now. 2.5, 130 horse, 12 grand. Increase me a little bit. 2.5. You know, I could do that. I wish I had the 3 meter, would at least help. For now, I think we'll stay with what we got. Work within our budget, I guess. We have to stay within our means, I guess. As much as I'd like to have a bigger plow, we'll get to that eventually. Hopefully. I'd like to find like a 6 meter chisel plow. I mean, we got lots of 6 meter cultivators. Let's start looking for mods on like a chisel plow, because we got that great big 5 meter one, but it requires like 270 horsepower. So this is our largest tractor at this time, so it's 145 horse. So we're way under on specs. Just gonna keep going straight here, just try to square up this line. a couple little pieces cleaned up. The exhaust is so thick on this one, it makes it tricky going up this side. So what are you folks all up to today? The track, there must be a big dip there. Alright, let's get back on track here. Let's get back on track. I could activate the GPS mod if I really wanted to. We'll just have to clean up the little mess after the bulk is done. Temperature is 0 degrees, soil is +4. So not exactly beautiful. Well, it's early spring, I guess. Some pieces here. Move it over. Get my tire down in that furrow. They need their farming fix real quick. I'm glad to find your stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel for sure. Yeah, it's funny. I've had people come on the stream that wasn't really their game type, but yet they stayed and they chit chat for hours. It's just kind of funny. They even admit it. Goes, you know, I usually don't even check in on these streams, but. Welcome anyway. Holy, what a mess. I'm gonna have to clean that up. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, I definitely gotta clean that mess up. I gotta square this up real bad too, because it's actually making a heck of a mess. Alright, let's go clean that mess, because that's kind of an eyesore. tidy this up so it's not so ugly every time you pass by. Clean this up here now, and then I'm gonna have to square it up a little better than what I got. Hedge here. Plows on the wrong side. Idea if I keep going straight, I'm going to try to square this field up here again. So I'm just going to lock my GPS onto this so I can get a straight line. Trying to get some shape back in this field here. This up. Alrighty, I think we'll fire up the GPS mod here. Let's not kid ourselves, let's do this right. Let's do this. Let's go new. Let's go auto work. Definitely got to do the offset. Start with that, I guess. See where my tire sits here. That offset adjusted properly. Because maybe because it's so small, there's actually almost no offset. I'm gonna pull it over just a tad. Try to drop down into that furrow here so the tires doesn't tear off. How's that look? Alright, let's see what that does for us. It's not terrible. It'll do. First couple lines I'll need to, or this pass is mostly to square everything up again. At least we're not missing no bits. Obviously won't with that much overhang. It's kind of working. Yeah, I think we'll do. Yeah, that's not too bad. See if it catches all of that. Yeah, oh yeah. She's getting her all. That's great. Field's a little rough. Still lots to do over there. For that matter, there's lots to do here. Part of me wants to use that big John Deere 50-footer and be done with it, but I could hire a worker as well on the other edge. It's also a possibility. Lots of plowing. As you can see, the field in front of us is completely gone. Season's mud flattens everything on you. Well, we've increased by 2 degrees. It was 0 when we started plowing. Sun's trying to punch through. A couple days of overcast coming up and 2 days of rain. Drag. Tractor moves it quite well, actually. Doesn't seem to struggle anywhere. Feels like a little trooper. Hello, Mr. Simulator. How are you today, sir? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. What are you up to today? I did. Yeah, I was into your channel the other day, checking out your video. How goes the progress on your channel? Seem to be going alright? Yeah, I can check it out later, yeah. I got a few errands I need to do first, but check it out when I get back at her. It's going alright. We'll do the headlands after. I'm gonna stream for probably about another hour, and then I got a few things I need to tie up before tomorrow. Things I gotta get done. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of plowing, but I know it has to be done. You always want to maximize your yields and stuff, so. I gotta find a mod for a bigger plow, because this is a... I'd like to have a 6 meter. It would cut my time in half, and still be manageable. Yeah, of all the jobs on the farm, this is probably the one I like the least. My favorite is hands down mowing and baling. Like tedding, the whole thing, the whole process from mowing to tedding to rowing and baling and collecting. I like the whole baling side of it. And my second least favorite is probably running the harvester, as it's pretty darn slow process usually. But it is part of being a farmer, I guess. stuff that needs to be done. I think I'm just going to widen this here row up here. Give myself a little bit more. Yeah, yes, they have a lot of great cultivators. I think they're might be a little big for the map though. It's my concern. Yeah, it's probably that yellow one you're referring to, right? Just gonna clean up these little bits here while I'm pointing in this direction. Yeah, I do have that pack. I'm not fully convinced it's worth the money. In my opinion, the plow's way too heavy. I don't really care for the plow too much. I'm never going to use the tractors because they're god ugly. I'm not going to use that ever. It's kind of like a Kirovitz. I just don't like that look of a tractor, and I never ever use it. So, but some people are really loving it. Now you can't deny its power. 1100 horsepower. It's a beast. There's no question about it. On my other series, I'm actually using the Big Bud plows and seeders and stuff. No, actually, I sold the plow and I got the John Deere 50-footer instead. That's the one I'd like to bring in here. Wouldn't take long to plow this field. But so right now we're just starting, so this is all starting game equipment, so we're at the mercy of the game at this point. Hopefully we can get some good returns and we can start trading out some of our gear. Yes, Rattlesnake Valley. That's a large map as well. That is very, very large. I kind of like the American Outback, and then I play County Line in my other live stream series. So I plan to have like a larger American map with bigger gear, and then more a British style like this here. Obviously, this is Coldbourgh Park. Version 3 with the seasons. I can't wait to see this with the seasons. That's why I came right to it right away, because I think this place is going to look amazing with the colored leaves and then like the cow pastures and stuff snowed over. I think it's going to look phenomenal. Yeah, Big Bud on Rattlesnake would totally be perfect, because it's giant equipment with giant fields. We're starting to see the end of this side of the field anyway. Really? Where did you go look for it? American Eagle Modding is where County Line, where I found mine anyway. I've been hearing that some people's computer can't handle it. Yeah, and that's exactly what I have it on 17. So some people say they try to load it, but it's just too much for their computer. So I've had some people say they can't play it, so I'm not sure what your setup is like and how it's going to like it. Mine seems to be alright. It doesn't seem to give me any issues. But it's anyway on American Eagle Modding website. That's where I got mine. Yeah, that's the only thing. The American Eagle modding, they don't harass you or anything. I think they're just trying to make sure that their stuff is not getting sent all over the place, maybe. But yeah, I've had my account for, well, since FS15. Never had no issues with them. And they got a lot of stuff. They pump out a lot of really cool stuff. Probably one of our investments will be a larger second plow, and then I can put a worker on one edge of the field, and then I can hammer off the other. Yeah, you never know. Might be an idea. Cool, cool. Just going to widen up this edge here a little bit so that I know how far I can go. One more and that'll give me lots of turning room on the end here. I have some errands to do here in the next at around 3:30 my time, so basically another 45 minutes I'm going to be offline for a bit for sure. I'm not sure what the evening's going to bring me yet. Currently it is 2:47 p.m. So about mid-afternoon. Probably why I don't like the plowing as much, as it's very time consuming. Even if you have a 6 furrow, you're only moving over like another half a meter or a meter, which makes it like 3 meters. So it's kind of a tedious process. I'm not really sure where I'll be at 5 o'clock. That's the only thing, is I got a couple things I need to do, so today may not be so good. Back my chair up here. Starting to see the end of this field, or this side anyway. We're approaching. Save. It's got a decent amount of lights. Pretty darn dirty too. Well, that's totally up to you. 1 o'clock game time. Just gonna put a worker on that. I'm gonna go get a second plow, so we can actually get this done someday. Just want to make sure he gets on his way right here. Alright, so let's run up to the farm, which is over here. Spun around here. Okay, over here. We'll grab the new Holland and a second plow. Remember, she's down in there, or she's around the corner here. We can use the dits. That's way too much. Yeah. 13 meter, oh my god. 130 horse. Well, let's try that one. Normal. Normal for sure. Well, if I'm buying it, I want it new for sure. Universal moldboard. Slated. Well, let's keep the cost down here. No, I'm going to keep the stream going for another half an hour, and then I got, like I said, I need to pack up my stuff. And I got some things to do, so. I think I'm just going to lease it for now. Just going to run down to the shop and grab it. See ya. To me, it's a immediate right and then a left. Yes. Try not to get by car here. Followed by a right. There was a frame rate drop. Wow. Went from 60 to 32 in like a second. Right up the road here. That second plow so we can actually get these fields done. transport mode? I think it does. Let's find out here. Huh. Alright, a little weird. Alright. Yeah, let's go back to that field. Punching this off. Another shortcut now. Just past field 10. This area, and there's our other tractor just on top of that pickup. He'll work that side and I'll start on the other edge. I'll try to get a square spot made for him because I know it's going to happen. There was a gate right here. I know what's going to happen. If I don't get him a square spot, he's going to get caught in these telephone poles. So I'm going to square out a piece for him so when he's done, he can move on to that new section. Question is, will he get caught in that? Possibly. Better close it. Alright. Let him go here and I'll go make his new piece. Unfold this fella. I'm gonna say it, I didn't think it was gonna turn when I spun it, so we'll cut him off. Cut him off of what? Alright, let's square him off here. So that way there, if I give him that side. Yeah, and I'll stay with the side with the telephone pole. It's up here. Make him a good space to work. Excuse me. decent spot to turn. Instead of sending him uphill all the time, I wonder, would it be better to have him run parallel? I don't know if he'll gain anything. Just plowing uphill, I can certainly feel it in this tractor. Just gonna check to see what the working speed is on that. That's my other one. It's the one he's got. So I wanted. Let's do it this way. Plows. I rented one of these. Working speed of 12. Maximum. I figure if I do enough passes up and down, that way there he'll have lots of... Yeah, I'm going to send him parallel to what I'm doing now, because it is pulling pretty hard uphill here. That should give him enough room, I'm assuming. Alright, I'm going to go down and start working it up now. Alright, now let's do this again. Start my edge. Plows right. Plow, I believe, requires 130 horse. This is 143, so we're pretty much almost got this plow maxed out here. Even downhill, I'm still only plowing at 10. So. What's my fella doing here? He's not moving. What the heck? You're not done, dude. Hell, man. If I give him a straight edge here. Definitely looking forward to the end of this stage. Not a big fan of this. Not a plowing guy. I don't really care for it, especially with tiny plow. When I get offline after, I'm going to see if I can find myself some Now what happens? Oh, I got a female helper. So now, let's try that again. Start planning this out a little bit here. See here, so the cows are down there. I have field 22 and 23, I believe, are grass. So 2 and 9 should be some kind of a crop that I can use as bedding slash food. Still moving, yep, good. FS15, boys, this was the most popular tractor. Every base map had it, because at the end of the day it's actually a really good tractor. The only thing I wish this thing would have had was a front loader. That would have been nice. Blade took. Got to be cautious with the season's mod. Your workers are on overtime after, I believe, 6 o'clock. So you start paying them double time. So you really got to be careful that you don't got these guys out in the dark. Myself a little more room down here. They're going to plow with this tip. Do about 4 passes over here. There, that should give me enough runway on the end to get turned around a little easier. Alright, so she's still going, that's great. I think I'll go over and do the corner that she's not. I had squared it up for her, so I may as well, I'm gonna have to do it after, so. Get it done now, get it done later, I guess. Good, not a girl. I was worried about you not seeing the tip there. There. Just a little patch here. Back up to my field now. There. Got that cleaned up for her. She's still working. She's no longer moving again. Okay, I'm going to get her up here then. Because clearly she can't handle the pie shapes, kind of get her all stressed out. So. I think I might need a front weight on this. Because it feels like she wants to spin out all the time. Alright, we'll clean her last rows. And get her started up the hill. Get rid of that GPS. Let's try her straight up and down. So I'm just going to get her over here, make sure she doesn't miss anything. Okay. Let's get back to my tractor. Let's keep the straight edge. A little easier for work on the straight side. Hello, Air Storm. How are you today? Basically cleaning up the little bit that the hired worker is not able to figure out or sort out. And I'll go up there and give her a hand. Well, it was a her last time I hired a worker. Unless I didn't check this time. This one rotates it when you flip it. Is a lot slower than the other plow. Up here, just about done the stream there. For now, I have some errands I gotta get completed. Jesus. Maybe this plow, where it's a little bigger, it might do. I guess there's only 2 horsepower in the difference between the Case International and this dude's. Get her mess cleaned up here. One more. Seeing that it's right there, I can't leave it. So heading over to my field. I'm going to do the half with the telephone pole because hired workers don't have telephone poles figured out yet. Alright, so we'll go for about another 4 minutes, probably about 2 passes. Going for just under 2 hours. Plowing like a boss on the other end, boys. Stay in my furrow. The end of this row, that's it, we're going to pack it in. We're making decent time as a team here though. Alrighty folks, that's where we're going to have to wrap this one up, this live stream, as I do have some things I need to get done, and it's only about an hour before the stores and stuff are closed, so got to get at that. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, please do, so you don't miss out on any content, and don't forget to smash that like button on the way out. It helps me truly. Adam Burr, how you doing, buddy? Talk for bad timing, my friend. I just getting ready to log off. I was just saying my farewells. What are you up to, my friend? I was just saying that I have to run down to the store, so I need to pack it up. So we'll be going for almost 2 hours. Just gonna run over and check on my missus here, see if I got a female working this time. Yeah, I think it's the same lady. Well, that's great. Glad to hear it. Keeps you going. I'll let her finish the end of the row, and then I'll call her quits. Yeah, she's spinning pretty good too. Yeah, she's breaking loose too. Yeah, well, perfect. No, thanks for stopping by for sure. Just gonna let her get to the top of the row here, and then I'm gonna pack her in. Oh yeah, she's spinning wicked. Well, alrighty, folks. I'm gonna jump out right now and go do what I gotta do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by, everyone, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Bye for now.